Hey there, it's Latrice and welcome to another May Arts video. Today I want to share with you two projects that I did for our blog week with Creative Imaginations. First off, I got to work with some of the new Debbie Mum paper from Creative Imaginations. I really like the colors. It's very earthy. It's really good for masculine cards. I mean, any cards. Older people, young kids. There's butterflies, there's birds, there's flowers. It's very springy. So I really love this. It's all double-sided, and one of the sheets that I worked with was this piece here. What I liked about this is that all these little squares and rectangles you can do so much with. You can make charms out of them. You can, what I'm doing today, I'm making a quick card set. You can, and then I'll also show you how I make a small note card from one of them. And add these on your scrapbooking pages, add stitching, add ribbon, and really dress them up, or just leave them how they are. So they're really pretty. I love the sayings on here, free spirit, sweet tweet. They're just really fun. And then the back has a very subtle text on it with a forest green color. And then another piece I worked with, it's short because I needed the piece from down here, has strips that you can cut out. So I'm going to show you how I use one of the strips on a gift project. And then on the back, I also used the back, is a fun birch bark. My husband is a landscape designer, so he was like, that's birch bark, I know. So I thought that was really cool, and it was really fun. It's a different little spin on all of the wood grain texture paper that we've been seeing. And then I went ahead, I used some of the chipboard sticker sheets. These are these are by Mara Johnson, and I just love the sayings. Some of them are really cool. So you can see I punched out a bunch of these. I just love some of them. It says like, look within you, be full of grace. Just really motivational stickers here. I love those. Other things I'm working with, I've got some May Arts burlap, woven burlap ribbon, and then I've got some lace ribbon here, and some of the webbed ribbon that I will show you on the card. So let's get started real quick. Here are 4 of the 5 cards, so this would be a card set to go along with the gift that I'm going to show you. And then what I did, I kept it super simple. I chose a ribbon to match and kind of monochromatic. I wanted this piece to be what really stood out. So you can see on this card that the bird has blue that really popped. And so I chose blue card, blue ribbon, and then I chose a chipboard sticker to go with that one. So there's that one. So it says near nature, and then I chose wild at heart. Alright, so here's one, the yellow. And it says fluttering wings, be bold, and then you can see I just stapled that burlap ribbon down. I find that to be the easiest. Either that or glossy accents if you have time for it to dry. But the point of this card set is to be quick. Here is my orange one. So it says wing and a prayer. And then I put be strong. So this would be a really great card to send to a friend who maybe has been down for a little while or just needs a boost. And then I do want to share with you, I used the new ribbon cutter here, and I will show that in another video. So please stay tuned for that. And then I just gave it a little banner fold with a brad. Then I've got my red one that says sweet tweet, follow your heart. And I did the same ribbon in red, and I did 2 staples there. Alright, so what I did with this, so I've got my last one, and I'm just doing a craft card. I've already pre-scored that, and I've cut out my pieces and chose my pieces. So I'm going to be using this woven ribbon that I really love. It comes in really fun colors that you could use for anything. What I like about it is it's flat, and you can mail it, and you can tie bows. I've made hair bands out of this, which I'm going to show you that also in another video. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this card together super quick. So what I did, these already have some distressing around the edges, but I wanted mine to have a little bit more distressing. So I just used some antique linen ink here. Or actually, this is vintage photo, I'm sorry. And just to add a little bit more color around the edge. And you don't have to do this part. You don't do this part, it would be an even quicker card set. So just a little bit there. I don't know, I'm obsessed with my distress inks, so I use them on everything. Alright, so then for this, you can either use a spray adhesive or just give it a couple strips of your tape runner, and it's fine. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm actually going to, what I'm going to do, so that I have my placement right, on my piece here, I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive all the way around. And I'm going to pretend like I'm going to place this, because I want my ribbon to be a little bit underneath it. So then I'm going to press down on that. And then I'll go ahead and add a little bit more ribbon or adhesive on here. And then all I'll have to do is trim off my ends. So if you use a spray adhesive, you won't see any of your adhesive. You can see mine a little bit, but you can either cover that up or I just leave it. People know that these things are handmade, and they just really appreciate the handmade card anyway. Alright, so now these chipboard stickers have just a sticky back already. You just have to peel that off. And then, super easy, place that on my card. Alright, so I did want to show you this one orange card. I placed that chipboard sticker right on the ribbon. So what you want to use is just a little bit of glossy accents, and that will ensure that it's not going to go anywhere. Alright, so there is my card set, and I will have some photos, close-up photos of these cards, so you can see the detail. But it's a nice quick card set. Alright, so the next gift is this fun little can here that you can see I've used some green of that burlap ribbon. I've used a strip of the birds here. I've used the birch bark pattern paper. And then what I've done, this is my daughter's teacher. So this is actually, I'm getting a super duper head start on her teacher gift. So the can is actually, it doesn't have anything in it yet. But what we plan to do is fill it with a flower, and then I've created a little card that will go with the flower with another one of those squares I cut out. I chose a bird to match the birds. And then we've printed, "Thank you for helping me grow this year and to spread my wings and fly." So the grow this year would be the flower, and then the spread my wings and fly is represented by the birds. I just thought that was really cute, and she's really great teacher. We love her. Alright, so my can, if you guys follow me, you know that I have a 9-month-old, and these are baby formula cans. Okay, so all I've done is I've removed the wrapper, and I measured it so that I knew what size paper I needed. So now I've got all my pieces pre-cut here. And this one I chose the butterfly paper, the same birch bark, and you can see that I chose the butterfly card. And I haven't put a saying inside because I think this is going to be for her dance teacher. Alright, so what I use to adhere my paper to this is 3M spray adhesive. Okay, you just want to hold it about 6 inches away. I usually do it over my trash can, so I'm going to reach over and do it on my trash can. And you just cover it. Sorry if I bump you here. Alright, so I've got that pretty well covered, and I have this measured perfectly to fit my can. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and then you can move it or whatever if you need to. So then I just give it a nice rub, and it sticks really well. I really love my spray adhesive. I use it for all my die cuts, all kind of things like this that, you know, I don't want to use a ton of dry adhesive on. Alright, so let me go ahead and do my butterfly piece. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and place this one down on the bottom. But what I'm going to do before I stick that on there, you can see my paper doesn't reach all the way around, but I'm going to cover that up in just a little bit. So I want to go ahead and place this down so that it matches. And I'm just kind of going along the bottom of the can here. Alright, so now, and then I give that a press so that there aren't any wrinkles. Alright. So now what we're going to do, I have this last little piece. I'm going to use some dry adhesive, and that's what's going to cover up my seam there. And that just makes it less noticeable. I don't even think anybody would care that there's a seam there, but I kind of do. Alright, so next what we're going to do, we've got this nice burlap ribbon. I chose a nice bright color. Alright, and I've grabbed my glossy accents out now. So I'm just going to make a bead of glossy accents all the way around the edge here for my ribbon. And just real quick doing this. I'm going to start in the back where this seam is. And I'm going to go flush to the top of my paper here. And the glossy accents is going to ensure that this ribbon is not going anywhere. Alright, so when I get to the end here, I'm going to gather this ribbon so that the glossy accent sticks to it. And then I'm going to trim this part off. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more glossy accent on top there. I'm going to squeeze these together, and I'm just going to hold it just for a minute. So you can see that's the end of my ribbon, and I just kind of squoze it so that the widths were a little bit of the same. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the other one. Alright, so now I'm going to trim off this. That out of the way, squirt a little bit more glossy accents under there, and then just hold it for a minute or a few seconds. Sorry if I was off the screen a little bit there. Alright, so there is our can, pretty much done. You could always go back and add some dimension to these, add glossy accents over some of these butterflies, cut out extra ones from your extra pattern paper and layer them. Okay, sorry about that. And then my card was full and I needed to switch it. I've not been very good about emptying my card. Okay, so what I did to add the name like this is I printed her name. I chose a nice font that I really liked. I think it's Vivaldi is the font. And then I printed it, and then I just gave the ends a banner cut. I adhered it with some dry adhesive, and that was pretty much it. So we've got the card, and then we've got the little note to go with it, and then the gift card set of 5 cards. So I would package this with 5 envelopes, either just all white or all craft envelopes since there's lots of earth tones, and then wrap this in a plastic a gift card box and give it as a gift. And then also with this one, you don't have to put a plant in here. You could, you know, make a dessert and make cake pops or lollipops. You could put, you know, bath soaps or a lotion and a perfume, anything that would fit in here. It's a pretty good sized can. Alright, so I hope that I have given you some ideas. Sorry for the long video, but I thought this was a fun project to do and it was exciting to share with you guys. So please check back. We've got lots of inspiration for you this week. Prize giveaways also, so you want to leave comments and let us know if you liked what you saw. And also, please visit my blog at www.latrice-murphy.blogspot.com and follow my blog and follow me on YouTube also. Alright, to keep up what I'm doing. So, thanks for visiting and have a great day. Bye.